Dalkiranlar Engineering Services Limited was established 15 years ago due to our passion to create a reliable power supply to Nigerian homes and industry. For the past 8 years, most of the distribution companies are our clients. They buy a lot of transformers from us, and I'm proud to tell you that the loss on those transformers are less than 1%. There are discos that we have given over 2,000 transformers for the past 8 years, and that's on the transformer services. Apart from that, we also have a brand in renewable energy. We have solar inverters, lithium batteries, charge controllers, and all the equipment associated with renewable energy. And also we provide services in terms of installation, power installation. We build substation. We've completed several turnkey projects on the transmission sector and both distribution networks.
Aknova Transformer is a full-blown factory that does production from scratch to finish. So we start by testing the raw materials that are being used for the production. So we test for quality on each of those materials. The materials come and we make sure they are up to standard before we put them into use. And while from the winding stage, we make sure the tests are carried out to make sure that there's continuity in the windings. And when it moves to the termination stage, we make sure there's continuity and there's no leakage on the flux before it gets to the oven stage, where we test for insulation and make sure it's up to standard. We use the international IEC standards for all our productions, and quality is very important for us, and it's actually very important for the sector we are serving, the distribution subsector.
The most important thing is to be very realistic about what you are going to do for your clients. You cannot overpromise and underdeliver. It is better to keep expectations within the limits of what you can deliver and then go beyond what you can deliver. So we manage the expectation of deliverables, and then we set out KPIs that are clear for the client and for you, and we set out timelines. Timelines are reasonable, KPIs are reasonable, and we always communicate with our clients. This is what we want to achieve. This is when we are going to achieve it. So that is how we ensure that our clients are never disappointed.
There are some projects that are adversely affected by environmental hazards. So when we're in such projects, we have to study the project before we start. Then after we study, we have started project, we have to stick to our studies. Sometimes during construction, you might see something that you didn't envisage during your study. In some cases, instead of roofing with normal roof, we use slabs on the powerhouse. The reason for all these things is to ensure that environmental impact is not going to affect the project adversely at the end. We also go ahead to put lightning arrestors on the lines when they are long. These are to check environmental impacts. Then again, most times we allow the trees to go parallel with our power lines. The essence of this is for windbreakers, so that over time the wind will not blow the whole thing away. That's why sometimes we hear grid collapse and all of that. When hiring a new talent, we consider some things. Number one, we consider someone who has a basic knowledge of what we are hiring. If already the company has a standard, we have a standard we've set for ourselves. So we don't expect a new person coming in to always be acquainted with the standard until the person comes in. So long as the person has a basic knowledge of what we are hiring him for, we now do the training. We do training for the person to put him to the standard we want him to be.
We want to industrialize our country. Energy is the key to industrialization, and it's something we can achieve without a reliable power supply. So we're hoping to be a force in this sector, and we're hoping we'll be able to play a leading role in providing a reliable power supply to Nigerian homes and industry.